welcome to the Rokani Media Football. Arsenal bidding hard for Nico Williams. It's the lead story that you're really having right now here onto the Rokani Media Football. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David is my name and hope you guys are really having fun. So, as it stands, we need to hit that the past week looked like Arsenal was out of the deal of Nico Williams because looks like Bayern Munich and Barcelona had gone ahead to meet the representatives of Nico Williams, and Nico Williams had gone ahead to give his yes to anyone in there. And Fabrizio Romano hinted on it, Jacobs Behin and David Austin. So that's what you're obviously going to be talking about. And you're asking yourself, how is Arsenal back in the picture? You understand? We're obviously going to be letting you know that it is really what we are at right now. And on the 13th, those are 3 days back or 2 days back, Fabrizio Romano came up and told us that after meeting with Bayern Munich twice, Nico Williams met with Barcelona today, as Sport reported, and Lamine Yamal has just shared this pic on his Instagram account. So, after meeting with Bayern Munich, Nico Williams met with Barcelona on the 13th. Now, when he met with Barcelona on the 13th, they came up with a solution to his future. And most of us thought that Arsenal is really out. You understand? We thought that Arsenal is totally out. And now, Fabrizio Romano also added and said more on Nico Williams. Barcelona got clear message from the player on being open to joining the club this summer. Bayern are willing to make an effort. He's still also on Arsenal's list, while Barcelona have their chance now. Athletic are ready to offer a new deal if he stays. So, the fact is, he had given his yes to Barcelona. That is it. And all those are what's coming in through from Fabrizio Romano, that the player had gone ahead, obviously, give his yes to the side of Barcelona. And obviously, the player was even willing to take a pay cut to obviously stay at the side of Barcelona. You understand? That's exactly what we got from the man himself, known as Fabrizio Romano, and very many other credible journalists. And all Arsenal fans were like, now, are we going for Rodrigo? Are we going for another wide player? But guess what? Today, we've gone ahead to get a story from at Sports, the same source that hinted onto that revealed fast that Nico Williams has gone ahead, obviously, meet Bayern Munich and Barcelona. They are now telling us the following, and this is where Arsenal really comes in thick and hard. Now, they're telling us that Nico Williams is aware that Luis Diaz is Barca's priority target and is willing to adapt sportingly, financially, and personally to move to the club. So, Nico Williams, after knowing that Luis Diaz is obviously willing to go ahead and really play for Barcelona and is the first priority, him comes in as a second priority. Nico Williams is adapting sportingly, financially, and personally. Remember, financially is really the most important bit of it all because he wanted £300,000 per week. That is Nico Williams. Now, this is where the title comes in from, that Arsenal is really bidding hard to see to it that they get in is bidding in hard to see to it that they get Nico Williams. Now, Sports Witness and Sports from Spain have told us that Arsenal, meanwhile, are bidding hard for the player and are offering a €9 million net annual salary, which neither Barcelona or Bilbao can't match. Williams has asked for time to exhaust all options of joining Barcelona before considering other clubs. So, Arsenal are bidding hard to obviously get in a player known as Nico Williams. And what have they gone ahead to do? They've gone ahead to really table an annual salary, you understand, that no club can obviously match. And for Arsenal, they are like telling the player we are willing to offer a 9 million euro net salary. Net, meaning that minus taxes. When they say net, that means the taxes are really off. That means Arsenal are willing to go north of £300,000 a week, because when you are in the Premier League, you pay 40% taxes, meaning that you stay with £160,000 a week, almost 173,000 euros per week. So that is what Arsenal has gone ahead, obviously promised to Nico Williams. And I tell you, the player wants to play for Barcelona. That is it. But is there an assurance that he's obviously going to be a starter? When you look at those teams, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and Arsenal, we can obviously say that the player can get a starting position at Arsenal. I think he's better than Trossard. He's better than Martinelli. He can get a starting position at Bayern Munich. With Lewison leaving, that means they're left with, I think, Jamal Musiala. Matthias Tel has been sold. So that means he gets straight into the starting 11 of Bayern Munich. But for Barcelona, there are really huge question marks. Lamine Yamal plays on the right. That is it. You know that very well. Now, Rafinha, to me, the best Barcelona player last season, has played most of his games on the left attacking side of the midfield. You remember that. So, if he's playing on the left side of the midfield, I don't see Nico Williams getting straight into that team, because Rafinha has obviously taken that spot. And Nico Williams, he might obviously see himself not getting into the starting 11 for the side of Barcelona. That is it. Maybe sometimes Barcelona will be like, let's start Nico Williams and start Rafinha as a false number 9. But I tell you what, I don't see chances of Nico Williams starting most of the games at Barcelona. But I see him starting most of the games at Arsenal and most of the games at Bayern Munich. And if you are at his age, all you need is playing time. You understand? Playing time is what you need all the time. So let's wait and see how things really pan out for Nico Williams. But Arsenal have gone ahead to obviously put in a very huge bid, and that bid is really very important for the club of Arsenal. And we're waiting to see how things really pan out and how things really happen into the mix. But let's tell you one thing that you should obviously understand. It's very, very tight. He's prioritizing to play for Barcelona. Barcelona are willing to trigger his release clause of close to £49 million. That is like 50 million euros, 55 million euros, I think. And Atletico Bilbao have tabled a new contract. But Barcelona and Arsenal are not willing to meet the weekly wage request by Nico Williams and his team. And it's only one team that is really willing to do that, and it's Arsenal. That's why Arsenal is bidding hard for Nico Williams to obviously give them the yes, because triggering that 50 to 55 million euro clause is just something cheap for the club of Arsenal. So we are waiting to see where this deal will obviously go. I think you now know exactly where we're at, and we are here to let you know that Arsenal is bidding hard on Nico Williams. I don't know what your thoughts are about this, but we are really excited to hear from you, our mates, especially the viewers of this channel. Go into the comment section, tell me your thoughts about Arsenal bidding hard for Nico Williams. Now, there is also Rodrigo in the mix, and Leroy Sane left and went to Galatasaray. Now, Rodrigo and Nico Williams, who do you think should obviously sign for Arsenal? I think that should be a video that I can obviously record and really present to you and really give you my opinions on who I believe should be taking that spot at the club of Arsenal. Thank you very much. We out. Bye-bye. But continue to subscribe, because we want to hit 30,000 subscribers, right? And it's the first video of the day, first recording, and more is yet to come and get uploaded onto our YouTube channel. Come in late, but I tell you what, you're obviously going to be enjoying. 2 hours from now, more and more video. And then after that video, after an hour, I add you another one, and then a live stream will come in through. FIFA Club World Cup is on. You've gone ahead to see Bayern Munich beating someone 10 goals. Guys, 10 fucking goals, you know? It's really, 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 really huge. And I think today, that's when Chelsea is playing. Then Chelsea is playing Los Angeles. Then Boca Juniors is playing Benfica. And Flamengo is playing ES Tunis. Those are the fixtures that you're really having today into the FIFA Club World Cup. We out for now, and for the last time, see you 2 hours from now. You ready?